Hello, my name is Derek McCarter, and I live in Bean Station, Tennessee, along with my wife Brittany McCarter and our two children, Zane and Lyric McCarter. Zane is 7 and Lyric is 5. They are the joy of my life. I currently work for the church at Rutledge as a full-time youth pastor, and my passion is to one day pastor or plant a church. I love that I love the chance that even now and in the future I will get a front row seat to see what God is doing in the life of people individually, as families, as friendships, relationships, and bonds come together. I love getting a front row seat to see what God is doing in the life of people, getting to see families come back together, dads coming back home, kids reconnecting with their families after 20 years of being apart. I love the ability to get to see that. I love having the ability to see, even here in our church now, of people who are former prostitutes come back to God. People who are addicted to drugs come to God. I mean, it's just been an amazing experience. And I love that I get to do that. I love that I get a front row seat to see what God is doing. I love to be able to participate in the life change of people. But currently I am in my last sub-term here at Liberty to get my Bachelor's of Science in Religion and Biblical Studies. But I'm really excited that I get a chance to start my master's program in the fall. I'll have a Master's of Arts in Theological Studies. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm kind of a theology geek, I guess you can say. I have loved the experience I've had here at Liberty, and I look forward to the future I have with Liberty in the master's program. But if this is your first year, your first class, you have the road that you're going on here with Liberty and through Liberty. Well, I mean, it's a roller coaster, man, but it's so enjoyable. So here's a couple things that I enjoy to do. I enjoy fishing bass tournaments, and I know that's weird. A guy with gauged ears and tattoos fishing a lot of bass tournaments, but I love and enjoy doing that. It's kind of my release, I guess you can say. But I love playing guitar. I love spending time with my family. My kids mean the world to me. I could not have asked God for a better set of kids. But they have made my life full of excitement and wonder. I love to read. I love to read stuff like Spurgeon and Piper and even John Calvin. But I love to read, and so once again, I'm kind of a geek when it comes to that kind of stuff. But in my life, I've had a lot, and I've had many experiences or events that have changed my life. But the one that stood out the most to me is the moment that I took the position as youth pastor here at the church at Rutledge. Going in, I felt that if I just go in and preach great messages, hundreds of students would come to know Christ. If I just do some counseling, give advice to people's life would be exchanged. But I never realized that, especially with students, that your time is more impactful than the words that you say or the advice that you give. Yes, preaching the gospel is important. It's the utmost important thing that they hear the good news of Jesus. But in all honesty, they probably don't even remember a third of what I say from the stage on Sundays. Sunday nights and Wednesday nights. But what they do remember is the guy who talks about God a lot has showed up for my volleyball game. He really does care. Hey, the guy who wants me to follow Jesus came and ate lunch with me today at school. Maybe he is cool and I can talk to him more. Or my dad just died, and the guy who says to trust in Jesus in the hard times, that he's the anchor of the soul, just came and gave me a hug at my dad's funeral. These are the things that kids remember most. So the lesson I've learned in ministry so far that transfers over just to regular everyday life is that people are more likely to hear your words, to hear what you have to say when they know you care about them, when you invest your life into them. See, most of the kids I minister to come from broken homes or really no homes at all. Their parents are detached, or they just don't really know anything about their kids. They're more interested in what they want. A lot of them, parents are drug addicted. Name it. I had those kids in my ministry, and I've learned, the lesson I've learned is that I not only want to share God with them. I don't only want to share how to get out of their situations, but I want to invest my life into them and show them that I care. And that they can. And my hope is that they can see the love of God in the way that I love them. So that's the lesson I've learned. Time for people to hear your words. You have to spend time with them and show them that you care. But hey, this is just me, simple guy from Tennessee who loves Jesus and loves students and loves just being with people. Thanks.